first episode of Tropical. This time I want to do things in a bit of a different way. At the time of writing, I haven't seen the episode yet, and I want to share with you my first thoughts of my first impressions. Yeah, that sounds about right. But if you want to go straight to the review, you can just go to this timestamp. I'm not gonna lie, I love mermaids. I don't know why, but I always did. I mean, I have a strong suspicion of why that is, but I don't have actual proof. And I also tend to be a big fan of tropical settings. So you can imagine how excited I was when I found out that Tropical Rouge was gonna have both. I've been wanting a mermaid-themed season for years, and I'm so happy we're finally getting one. But there's a catch, you see. The second theme of this season is makeup. I've never been a big fan of makeup, personally. Nothing against people who use it, obviously. I just never cared about it. I'm kind of hoping that it's not a big deal as the marketing makes it out to be, especially because it wouldn't be the first time that they would do that. So yeah, hopefully for me, the whole makeup stuff won't be a big deal. Or who knows, it could actually be implemented well. Besides, doesn't makeup dissolve in water? Why would you put these two together? I don't get it. My first impression of Manatsu is that she's going to be great. She kinda reminds me more of a shonen protagonist than anything else. You know, like from Digimon, Beyblade, Asta. For almost a decade, we've always had a protagonist that is a nice, happy girl who's determined but also clumsy in some shape or form. But Manatsu really stands out. She's radiating with tomboy energy without being a tomboy, with fiery passion about everything she does. It's so different from what we're used to, and I love that. Sango is pretty cute, but I can't say much more about her. She's the character that I feel like I know the least at this point, so yeah. I'm kinda worried about Midori, to be honest, because all the cards point that she's just gonna be Himari 2.0. I initially thought she was going to be the quiet and serious type, but the more production pictures appear, the more I think that's not going to be the case. And then we have Asuka. I loved Asuka the moment I saw her. She looks so cool. And if there's one thing you know I love in my Precure, it's coolness. However, I am worried that she comes out very similar to Elena. I love Elena for being really cool as well, but I want these two characters to stand out on their own. But then I saw this picture and I got 10 times less worried. And now for the actual review! First step of Tropical Rouge Precure, go! Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna like this opening. Getting those Konosuba vibes going. The visuals are great, colorful, and full of life. It's just so much fun. And holy crap, Midori is exactly how I wanted her to be. Look at her confused about all of this. And oh look, this shot of Asuka was from the opening. Sick. And they fight the villains in the opening? Oh, you spoil me, Mr. Opening. In case it wasn't obvious, yeah, I love this opening. We start the episode with Manatsu packing to move out of her island and live with her mom. I love this scene because not only it shows that she's a bit of a goof, but she has a fiery willpower to get her moving. Yeah, that's just good advice. Not just for kids, but in general. She says goodbye to her dad and the locals and sets off. Whoa! Meanwhile, Laura, the mermaid, sees that dark forces are coming, and her queen asks her to find a legendary Precure. Wait a minute. The queen tells her that she needs to find a human that can open that tact, and whoever is able to do so will be the Precure. This leads Laura having to go to the human world, which, lo and behold, it's the sea where Manatsu is going to. What a coinky-dink! However, Manatsu starts feeling anxious and puts on the lipstick that her mom gave her, and immediately loses it.
Ah, I'm a guy. Thank you, whoever.
What?
No worries, Laura has it now. Manatsu finds her mom, who she clearly takes after. But before they go home, they go to the aquarium where Manatsu's mom works. Manatsu's mom needs to go back to work, so she tells Manatsu to tour around the city. Which she does! Look at her go! Meanwhile, Laura is looking for the Precure. She's really lucky that this town has so much water.
Oh, every week there's a canal. Or an inlet. Or a fjord.
Quiet! I will not hear another word against
the mermaid.
Oh look, Sango! Laura is upset because she didn't get anywhere, and Manatsu is going to take a small break from...
Hello there.
After a failed attempt to escape, Laura reveals to Manatsu that she is, in fact, a mermaid. I'm actually going to take this moment to talk about Laura. I think it's pretty clear that I'm loving Manatsu, but Laura? I had no idea what to expect from her. And she is hilarious. Her whole motivation for fighting the Precures is not because it's the right thing to do, but so that she can be on the good graces of the current queen, so she has a shot of becoming the next queen. That is amazing! In fact, her personality leans more towards the Ojo-san type of character. You know, the ones that go... Precure has had a bunch of characters like this, and they all had one thing in common. They were always a treat to have on screen. But they were never part of the main cast. I really hope she's the mid-season cure. I really do. First mermaid cure and Ojo-san cure into one. Let's go! Manatsu suddenly realizes that Laura might be homesick, and she tells Laura she can help by using human magic. And by that, she means her mom's lipstick. She reveals that she puts it on whenever she needs more confidence or motivation to move forward. That's actually really cute. But of course, she can't find it because she lost it on the boat. But Laura was the one that picked it up earlier. What are the odds? She puts the lipstick on Laura and asks her if it makes her feel, as the Crunchyroll subtitles put it, Tropical Shine, which is that warm feeling from inside that makes you explode with excitement. With this description, Laura wonders if Manatsu is the person that she was looking for and asks her to open the compact. Spoilers, it doesn't work. With this, Laura leaves and tells Manatsu not to tell anybody about her. I mean, it's not like anybody would believe her, but yeah, it's better be safe than sorry. After a bit, Laura comes back to the beach cause, I mean, she doesn't really have anywhere to go, does she? Oh my god, they pointed it out. Laura sees some people training nearby, and suddenly...
So here's this giant enemy crab.
The crab summons this season's monster of the week, and... Oh, come on, is this the best you can come up with? It looks so lame, it's... Oh god, I take it back, I take it all back! The monster sucks away the motivation of the group. But since this is taking place close to where Manatsu and Laura met, Manatsu gets worried and goes to see if Laura is fine. This, unfortunately, backfires. But Manatsu is determined to save Laura no matter what, causing her to, you guessed it, be chosen by the compact and turn into Cure Summer. We are greeted by a really cool action scene. It's not very long, but wow, this is so good. I also like that her mother's lipstick turned into the magical item. I don't know why, but I find it sweet. And so, everything is fine in the end. Laura has found the pretty cure and is now one step closer to queenhood. And we end the episode with a very confused Manatsu who clearly has not realized the mess he's in. But how will the big bad, the Witch of Delays, receive this news?
Mode.
And now the ending. I'm not gonna pull any punches. I didn't like it. It's not that bad on a second viewing, but I wouldn't call it good either. The movements on the cures are stiff, the choreography is nothing special, the lip sync is all over the place, and the song? While pleasant, it just doesn't make me want to dance. It makes me want to kick back and relax more than anything. Is that why Manatsu had to remind us that this is the dancing part? Okay kids, I know that the song is very mellow and the choreography doesn't really go with the song, but gosh darn it, I just wanna dance! The best part of this ending is this shot of Ozuka because she's pulling off one of the best smug faces that I've ever seen. But with that said, I absolutely loved this episode. I kid you not, I think this is one of the best first episodes that a Precure season has had to date. I can't even think of a single thing that I disliked in the episode. But this does come with a small problem. Now the bar has been set very high, and I have no idea where the show is going. Other seasons with very solid first episodes always had some kind of hook for the future. Heartcatch had the mystery of what happened to Cure Moonlight. Hakuto has the fact that Hagutan came from the future, making us question of why she's here. Even Sweet, where the hook gets answered right on episode 2, leaves us wondering what happened to Hibiki and Kanade in the past. Tropical Rouge just doesn't do that. There aren't even clues for possible future events in the opening like Go Princess, who also had a very solid standalone first episode. But I'm still hopeful. If the rest of the season is like this episode, I think we're in good hands. And I just can't wait for Manatsu to be the next king of the pirates. Yarg, let's move stealthily and kill the shogun. That's not what pirates do. What am I then?